Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Could it be? Could it be that our greatest dream possible might come true? First, let's get them ready. Oh, get ready for that morning hit. You need it. You need that booster shot. You need that booster shot of the completionist. So let's talk about it here. Guys, the legal war may be coming sooner than we might think. And the key to it might be that famous Catalina wine mixer. That's right. And guys, I think the charities are joined at the hip, and that might be why the completionist is serious about this threatened lawsuit. Number one, if you've looked at it, he's been silent, not only because he hasn't, been wanting to say stuff, but I'm pretty sure his lawyers got him pretty tightened down, because that's what would happen in these kind of cases. Number one. Number two is the closeness of these two events, right? Of his, charity events and his dad charity events, I think might be the key to everything, right? And let me tell you guys, this happens all the time. People can be sued into silence. I think the mistake they made here is maybe thinking that these were just run-of-the-mill YouTubers. I don't know about Mudahar, but I do know about Carl Jobs having plenty of experience when it comes to being in the court system, right? Fighting these type of battles. Because somebody else could just folded their chair and gone away. That's what many people do to other people when they have more resources, whether they're the plaintiff or the defendant. They could just bend them into oblivion, right? In the court system, asking for extensions, the lawyer's fees start piling up and piling up and piling up. And eventually somebody runs out of money and you have to cut a deal, right? And in these type of cases, guys, depending on what you're willing to spend and what you're willing to risk and what you're willing to lose, at some point, right, you might have to make a deal. And this, again, just speaking from experience, I'm a layperson, not a lawyer, not an expert in the field or anything like that. We can just go off of history, right? But for a minute, just entertain what we're talking about here. If he decides to seriously go for this, or more, I think better said is that his family, right, really wants to go for this, because that wasn't his first reaction. Right? It was his last reaction on a statement video, probably after he spoke to his lawyers and his family, that he said all these things. Now, if they did, right, there's certain ramifications for that. It just doesn't, you just don't sue somebody and nothing happens and you start negotiating behind the doors. And there's going to be a lot of things that need to come out, right? So let's take hypothetically here what a case like this could look like, right, from the outside. And you can see this from watching TV. You can see this from what's going on right now with Billy Mitchell and Twin Galaxies, right? Look at all the reporting Carl Jobs is doing on that, right? Why is that important? Well, when it comes to this stuff, guys, discovery, right, materials, especially in a defamation lawsuit, could be, anything could be out there that they request, like, regarding the defamatory statements, such as emails, right, text, social media interactions. That's right, the DMs can come out, baby. Oh, man. Additionally, there's documents they can request, bank statements, hello, right, as well as witness statements. I mean, who's going to be the character witness for the completionist? Family members. Everybody's running away from him now, right, after they all supported him. But I'm sure there's a couple of YouTubers out there that still have a lot of love for him that'll, be character witnesses. But forget about the character witness part. Think about this. Depositions, right? People can be deposed in this kind of stuff. And imagine, some guys that participated with them in charity events or whatever, if they want to determine expenditures, stuff like that. Or if somebody, these appearance fees, imagine you have YouTubers out there that you didn't even know were getting paid, getting a cut of the action from Gerard. All of a sudden they have to go being deposed. I don't know who could be up there, and they could be deposed for many reasons. They could bring Woodhawker up there. You know, can you imagine Woodhawker up there? Can you imagine Pro Jared? They put him on the stand. Hey, and you can't lie. You got to tell the truth, right? That would be interesting to see the YouTuber from the person putting posts on Twitter to actually sitting there and having to tell the truth. Because if you lie, you know, I don't know about any other states, but here in California, if you lie, your ass is going to jail. You know, you're going to get a pretty hefty fine. You know, and I'm sure these guys are going to put you through the rakes. Look at Billy Mitchell, all the testifying he's had to do. Right? So it would be, in my opinion, guys, one of the greatest pieces of retro gaming entertainment ever when it comes to YouTubers' interactions. And the thing is, guys, that this could actually happen. This could actually happen because if these companies or these entities are tied up together so tight that his family doesn't want, right, any of this going through, then they're willing to put their money where their mouth is, right? And just like Gerard said, they're in serious talks with their legal teams. Let me tell you, this guy could, you know, say a lot of bullshit, but I don't think he's bullshitting about that, right? This guy can tell tall stories, but, you know, his family has the wherewithal to fight this war long term. And YouTubers have money, but I don't know who has that kind of money. Nobody, guys, nobody wants to be in court doing this kind of stuff, right? It could be that what you're trying to go to court for is just to silence the other people, get them to stop talking, because what are you going to do, bleed money? Right? Yeah, people will help you out at first. I'm sure Carl Jobs will get support. Mudavar could get support the first year, the second year. But how many years? These court battles could last 4 or 5 years. Right? People would get disinterested from this story. And, you know, if you're Carl Jobs or, you know, whoever, or Mudahar, and we're all sitting here pumping them up. Yeah, you go for it. You can do it. You can fight this battle. And you guys are donating $20, $10, whatever it is. Year 1. Year 2, year 3, something else came up. Maybe Tommy Tallarico comes back in the scene, and we get tired of the story. Now they're stuck in court with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in bills, and we're here moving on to the next story, right? And then they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is a real problem. You could actually outspend somebody into silence. But before that happens, and if this actually happens and deposition occurs and discovery occurs, man, we are going to have the greatest show on earth. And all we can do is pray, just pray, right, that this guy is serious. Because I know the first thing these two guys are going to do is rake him through the coals. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.